Hey, good morning, Sand Crabs. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I am well. Peachy like cobbler.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Or if I had a tail, it'd be wagging.
Okay. All right. I can't come back on that one.
That's a good one, isn't it? That's a good one. Feel free to use them, y'all. I borrow or take everything that I do from somebody.
Right.
That's the great thing about humans. You know, take it from people and use it.
All right.
There you go. Hey, but we got a 3-day weekend coming up, you all. So I brought Mr. Carrig up. I want him to share a little bit about the weekend because it's so important. You've heard me say before, oftentimes we hit these 3-day weekends and, you know, we got the beach and we're cooking out and having a grand old time. But, you know, you think of like Martin Luther King Jr. Day. You think of Memorial Day we got coming. You think of these days and, you know, the reality behind these days is there's a lot of sacrifice behind these days that people have made. That's why they're memorialized or observed, one would say. It's just not a day off. I mean, as a kid, it was just a day off, you know, unless you have family members who it applies to. But I want Mr. Carrig to talk a little bit about what Memorial Day is, why it's there, and just so you to be aware of it. It's not to say don't have a fun weekend, but I just want you to be aware because you might cross somebody on Monday who has a Navy hat on. You might cross somebody Monday that says Vietnam on there, and it's important for you to know what you need to say when you see that, especially this weekend. So, Mr. Carrig, would you say a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So Memorial Day is, the reason we celebrate Memorial Day is actually to celebrate those who have lost their lives in service of our country, you know, usually in the line of duty. So it's really kind of, you know, when we think about it, it's really kind of a sad day, a sad time. It's a sad time. You know, so when you do see those folks out there with the Vietnam hats on or the Navy hats on or whatever, you know, they probably have some friends who have given their lives, you know, paid the ultimate price so that we could have a weekend barbecue, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I myself have lost some friends who have died in the line of duty, so and I usually take the time over Memorial Day to say a prayer for them and to you know, just remember them and remember our friendships that we had. And you know, and then have some fun because I know that's what they would want for us to do. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, that's what Memorial Day is all about. And then, you know, for those of you that are thinking about joining the military, remember that. You know, remember that when you're talking to the recruiters. You know, they're gonna try to tell you that, you know, what the service can do for you, but you ultimately are signing up to potentially, you know, pay the ultimate price, you know. So that's something that you need to consider when you join the military. Because that's what when we do it, that's what we're signing up, that's what we're agreeing to do ultimately. But yeah, so remember that. Remember those guys that gave their lives in sacrifice for our country.
Awesome, awesome. So think about that. I want you to process that. So if any weekend, this is the weekend where if you cross paths with somebody, because our people who are in our service, they're proud, and they should be. Right, they're proud. They've done things that most people won't do, and they've created this country, and that's why I sit here today. So, as you're having some fun, hear me. You see somebody with that Vietnam hat on. You see somebody with the military hat on. You see anything with that. This is the time this weekend. You have the courage to say this to them. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Because this is the weekend. We should do it all the time, but if you're going to do it any weekend, this is the weekend to do it. And remember what Mr. Carrig said. Ideally, what this is about is to memorialize and observe and celebrate and recognize those who have lost their lives, who have died for our country in the line of duty within the armed forces. Okay? So recognize it, have some fun. Like we said, have the barbecues, have a good time. If you're out there and that's one of you, if you have a family member that's lost their life, if you have a mother or father that's lost their life, we recognize you, and may this weekend be sweet, but I know it's going to be sad too. But I thank you for your family and any service out there whose family, if you're out there and a family member has lost their life, we appreciate that service, and we thank those who have served. And so we just wanted you to be aware. So on that note, have a great 3-day weekend. We're going to keep finishing strong today. Be mindful as we create community. You saw that in there, create community, right? We're treating each other kind. You know, Mr. Harris says, we just work hard and we be nice. It's that simple. Life's that simple, and show up. That's it. If you do those 3 things, you're going to be successful. You know, so as we create community, remember, be nice to each other out there. You don't have to be friends with everybody, but we're going to be friendly with everybody at Seabreeze High School, okay? So let's finish strong. We got 4 days after this week.
That's right. We're almost there.
Wow. No early release next Wednesday because next Friday's an early release day. So you actually have an early release day on the last day of school. So that's pretty cool, too. So on that note, have a wonderful, wonderful 3-day weekend. Take care of our home here. It's looking good. It's being kept clean. We've got the cleanest campus on in Volusia County, and I thank you for that. And once again, happy Memorial Day, everybody. Finish up today, celebrate the weekend, recognize those who have lost their life in service to our country, and I look forward to seeing you all Tuesday.
All right.
Anything else?
No, sir. No, sir. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day, everybody. Love y'all. Boom.
Boom.